Hello everybody and welcome to the Kansas Speedway for the second race of the Craftsman Truck Series season playoffs here at the Kansas, where we have Corey Heim, Grant Enfinger on the front row battling for the lead here on this opening lap of racing. Heim out to the early advantage over Enfinger. It's coming back on the high side. But further back in the field you find myself and the number 7 Worldwide Express Chevrolet Silverado trying to work our way back up to get our fourth consecutive win, I believe, and this would be win number 12 on the season. We have been so dominant. And we have a very fast truck right into the bumper. Christian Eckes right there, the 19 truck into the wall behind us. Luckily avoids crashing, but we damaged Eckes right there, making that contact with him, costing him some more spots as he's had a rough go of it ever since the end of last episode of IRP. Of course, you all know what happened there between myself and Eckes at the finish of that race. It was not pretty. Ended up costing Christian Eckes a lot of points and possibly his chances at making the round of 8 in the playoffs if he also struggles today. But right now we're going 3 wide for position, passing guys like Mason Maggio, Keith McGee, Spencer Boyd, Nick Lights, Daniel Dye, passing all these guys to the back of the field, getting towards the mid-pack area, continuing to work our way forwards through this pack fairly quickly here. Already going 3 wide with 2 playoff contenders in Jack Wood and Tanner Gray right in the middle of the mess. Go 4 wide right there underneath Hostevar. A little bit of contact right there. We hang on to it. Tanner Gray up into the wall on our outside as we just slid way up the track with Hostevar. Somehow they all keep it going straight back there. Nearly wrecking with how aggressive it has been early in this race. Everyone trying to get positions going all over the racetrack. Enfinger now comfortably in the lead over Corey Heim. Back here, we're still getting after it, trying to pass 4 wide, going by. Oh, the contact there. That is the 33 into the 16. Ankrum slides down the track and saves it. What a save by Tyler Ankrum. He almost wrecked right there as we go by Lawless Allen in the 45, go by Crafton now in the 88 truck, finding our way up into the top 10 here shortly. If we can get by Vargas in the 30, then get by Timmy Hill, we will officially be in the top 10 here in Kansas. Of course, remember earlier this season, this was a race that got away from us in the end. We couldn't quite hold off Parker Kligerman and Ben Rhodes. Rhodes ended up winning. We ended up coming home heartbreakingly short in P6 or P7. He ended up crashing there at the end of that one. So then going underneath the 2 of Nick Sanchez, already fighting now for the 8th position on the racetrack. Go by Sanchez. Now work our way by Taylor Gray and Chastain to prove that we're the superior Worldwide Express truck by doing that. And go by Zane Smith. Haley Deegan having a tremendous run, 4th place. I mean, this is incredible. Typically she runs like 24th, but she's running 4th right now, so props to Haley Deegan having a great run. Now you go by Friesen, we go into 3rd, now go on the outside of Corey Heim, Power into 2nd, and we are charging to the lead here. Just one more truck in front of us. That is Grant Enfinger's number 23, and we have the momentum to get to the inside of Grant Enfinger for the race lead here in Kansas in the turn 1 and 2, and we're going to fly right by Enfinger and take the lead here in Kansas with that beautiful move right there. And then we move on to the last lap of stage 1, where we come through to win stage 1 in dominating fashion over Grant Enfinger, who's coming through to finish in 2nd. These guys are just 10 seconds behind us at this point. So Enfinger will be 2nd in stage 1, followed by Ross Chastain, Zane Smith, Friesen, Deegan, Sanchez, Garcia, Heim, and Taylor Gray. Now on the last lap of stage 2, we come through to win stage 2 and sweep the stages in dominating fashion here in Kansas. Enfinger here going to come through to be 2nd in both stages, having a very great solid points day for Enfinger. Zane Smith going to end up in P3. You got Friesen is 4th on the stage. The Deegs, Haley Deegan is going to come home. Sorry, not Matt Crafton will actually be 5th on the stage. Tanner Gray 6th. Chastain 7th. Raja 8th. Deegan 9th. Those are the top 10 there. And so now we get back underway. It's going to be with 11 laps to go here at Kansas. We're further back in the pack here because we decided to get some repairs because we were bouncing the wall in the long run that ended stage 2 there. So I wanted to get that fixed, but we have a fast enough truck we can drive right back to the field like we did on the opening lap of racing. So we're going to try to do the same thing once again here in the final stage of racing, already by Ty Majeski, coming up on the 99 of Ben Rhodes. 2 Thor Sport playoff drivers here going into turn 3 and 4. Gets the back of the 9 truck. Colby Howard, contact. He slides. We get turned head on to the outside wall. We are upside down against the fence. A hard crash. Myself, Deegan, Rhodes, Howard, and Nick Lights. A terrible crash here at Kansas. We get a head-on collision into the outside wall. Get launched on our side. The roof riding against the safer barrier. Unbelievable turn of events here in Kansas. And then took out some good trucks. Deegan was having a really strong top 10 run. Rhodes, obviously playoff contender, but we just almost avoided Colby. We just gave him a little bump, lost it, and boom, we get slammed by the 99 right up into Haley Deegan, into the catch fence. Upside down we go, into the safer barrier. Hard crash, and that's going to be it for us, ladies and gentlemen. The 3 straight race win streaks can come to an end. The top 10 streak that's been pretty much almost the entirety of the season will come to an end. Go on board with myself here. Just watch this hit. A terrible, terrible crash here in Kansas is going to put an end to our night here. And our chances of winning this race, we have been the dominant truck, dominated this race, led the most laps, fastest lap of the race, swept the stages, and just made one wrong little move there on Colby Howard, and it's going to put us on our side and knock us out of this race. As you can see, the left front tire is up inside of the front engine, and the truck is going to come to a stop as we blew the engine. The engine is completely toast, and so our chances are done. We will DNF with 11 laps to go in Kansas, our first DNF of the season. As Grant Enfinger going to lead us back to green with just 6 laps to go, we are going to end up finishing in 34th place. Still, we got 20 stage points, so we're still getting a decent point save. Plus, we're already locked in the next round with the IRP win anyway, so it's not really hurting us that much. But just a crazy crash, not the way we wanted to end the race. A little frustrating there, but you know, that tiny little bit of contact can do crazy things like that, cause those big crashes. So Enfinger now looking to get his first win of the season, as is Ross Chastain in second and chase contender Corey Heim in third, as Enfinger leads here in Kansas late in the going. Now here 5 to go. Enfinger overcooks the corner. He goes way too high on the racetrack and into the wall. Goes to 23. He's into the wall. Enfinger losing all his positions. Now Chastain in the lead with 4 to go. And now we move on to 4 to go right here. The 19th Eckes turns Roger Caruth head on the outside wall. Big hit there for Eckes and Caruth. Eckes gets turned by Ankrum to Chase Purdy, another championship contender just like Eckes. Both guys get involved. Big hits for both of them. See the track gets blocked down here, and a huge hit there by Matt DiBenedetto, and then Nick Lights into Sawalch. Everybody's slamming into each other. Hard crash here. This is a big 1v2 here at Kansas, taking out multiple chase contenders, including Chase Purdy and Christian Eckes, who are in the playoffs. Could not afford to wreck out like this, are going to crash out of this race. And Ben Rhodes luckily escapes through the middle for him. He narrowly avoids disaster. Back at the front, Chastain's leads to the caution, and under the caution and checkered flag, Ross Chastain will win at Kansas, followed by Corey Heim, Nick Sanchez. Sorry, Heim's left race. Actually, second was actually Matt Crafton, then Tanner Gray, Brett Holmes, Enfinger, Friesen, Dean Thompson, Keith McGee, Ty Majeski, and Chris Wright, your top 10 here in Kansas, as Ross Chastain wins a one-off truck race here in Kansas. See the race results on the left side of your screen. The DNFs, of course, Eckes, Chase Purdy, myself. Not the way we wanted to end this race. Of course, that was the big story, ourselves crashing out. And we'll see the updated playoff grid shortly. So now we get to the playoff grid. Of course, we've already locked in our spot to the round of 8 with the win here at IRP a couple episodes ago. And then Stuart Friesen and Tanner Gray sit comfortably above 32 and 31 points above the cut line. As long as they don't have any mistakes, they should be comfortably through at Bristol. Then Ty Majeski, Zane Smith, both at 19 points above the cut line. Still looking pretty solid, but you really got to worry about those stage points. And then Ben Rhodes, only 13 above the cut line in 6th. And Jack Wood and Corey Heim fight their way back above the cut line. Wood only above the cut line by 5, and Corey Heim only 3 points above Chase Purdy at the bubble. Of course, it means Purdy 3 points out, and Christian Eckes 8 points below the cut line heading to the cutoff at Bristol. So until our cutoff race at Bristol, I hope you all have a good one.